Hello again, everyone, live from Summerville, Tennessee at Fayette Academy. It is USJ Bruin basketball once again as the Bruins and Lady Bruins take on Fayette Academy. And this should be a dandy because the Fayette Academy team comes in, the Vikings 14-3. They're 1-0 in their district so far, and they're averaging about 49 points a game, but they are going to face the challenge of that enormous, swarming, all-court pressure of USJ that has just throttled so many opponents. And this is our second opportunity of the week to see them. We have actually been with USJ 4 times, counting middle school this week, and it's been a very busy one, and it's been a successful one for the Bruins and Lady Bruins. Let me give you the starting lineups before we take our break tonight for Fayette Academy. They'll be starting Abby Ray, who is a senior who goes 5'8". Georgia Weatherly, also a senior that goes 5'8", and then Camille Burnett. She is a senior forward at 5'9". She averages 11 points a game. Annie Thornton is a senior forward at 5'8", and she is averaging 7.5 a game and 5 rebounds. And their big gun that they'll be going to a lot this evening, Emmy Moore, and she is a senior post player at 5'8". She's averaging 17 points a game and 7 rebounds. For the Lady Bruins, it is the usual 5 that start. It's Mia Powell, the junior, at guard. Halen Ayers, the 8th grader, who is going to be just, I can tell you, that young lady, if she's not some kind of an all-district and all-state competitor by the time she finishes her career, she's going to be something else. She is an 8th grader, goes both at guard and forward, and Halen is one of the big guns for this Lady Bruin team. Ava Barham, the junior forward. Carly Hayes, the senior at forward, and Stella Spencer, who, as we've watched, she will go after every loose ball, and I don't care what end of the floor it's on or if it's up in the stand, she's after it. She's a senior guard. Now, those are your starting lineups for tonight's teams. We're about 7.5 minutes away from the tip-off, and so let's go to a break to let you see who our sponsors are tonight, and then we'll be ready for the start of tonight's game.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy clinic. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
And back we are live from Fayette Academy. As the Lady Bruins are being introduced, the starters, our final one, Stella Spencer, and Joel and Ashley Ayers being introduced to the crowd. Fayette Academy has a pep band out tonight to try to get some enthusiasm out of their fans. And there's Abby Ray, one of the seniors on this Fayette Academy team. Georgia Weatherly, another senior. They are a senior-laden team here. Another one, Camille Burnett. She goes 5'9". You'll probably see her matching up against Ava Barham. Annie Thornton, also a senior, and Emmy Moore. They start all seniors on this ball club. Emmy Moore, their leading scorer, averaging 17 a game and 7 rebounds. She's the top rebounder. Fayette Academy, strong defensive team. They've been holding their opponents to 24 a game. And we're about set to go here from the Viking Center on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, powered by Worthy Road Studios. Your director tonight is Stephanie Janda, and on camera is the boss, our executive producer, the one and only Paul Schultze. And I'm Steve Beverly, and I'll bring you the action of both these games tonight, so I hope you're going to enjoy it. If you weren't able to make it over here, stand by. It is going to be fun tonight. And this girls' game is going to be a dandy. And to jump it, it's going to be Emmy Moore, and she tips it right into the hands of Halen Ayers. And that's the speed of this USJ team right off the bat as they get it inside. Ava Barham connects on the first basket of the game, and there they go into the all-court pressure. They're going to back off a little bit, but double-teaming Georgia Weatherly. It's this senior experience that's going to be very, very tough for USJ tonight, and also having to play it on the road. They work it inside the paint and then go for the bomb. And that one is off the mark, and Halen Ayers with a quick rebound. And big three from the corner is off the mark, and a foul. Instead, it goes out of bounds. And they're bringing 4 up front, and Ava Barham is back to work against Emmy Moore. In the first minute of play from Somerville, and wide open for the three. Not there. Abby Ray has it go astray. And the key thing for USJ is also trying to hold this Fayette Academy team, the Lady Vikings, to one-shot possessions whenever possible, because that's almost the equivalent of a turnover. Barham's up at the top of the key. And they work on the inside again, and Ayers is really being picked up strongly. She takes her time. She's an excellent ball handler. And she was looking for a lane, but they have clogged it up. The three from the corner is no good, but they get an offensive rebound. Still just a 2-0 lead for the Lady Bruins on that first possession of the game. Almost a trip up, trying to take it down, and the left-hand layup was just too strong, and Halen Ayers is going to pick up the rebound. And Halen has it just, the iron was absolutely unkind to her. So we've gone 2 minutes with only one basket. They'll do a lot of rotation at the top of the key, but boy, the quick-handedness of the defenders on USJ could be a big factor in this game. Fayette Academy 14-3 on the season. And they go to the corner. They've shaved off about 30 seconds on this possession. That's tipped, but it's picked right back up by Annie Thornton, and a steal. And don't count it as a steal because it really was not a long enough change of possession. So USJ quickly with 5 rebounds in the game. They'll slow the tempo again as we approach the 5-minute mark. Mia Powell, she's giving up a height advantage, but her speed could make a difference against Abby Ray, who goes 5'8". And they work it to the inside, and just a little bit too much on it for Ava Barham. And so, again, slowing it down. We've gone 3:15, and Fayette Academy has not delivered a basket yet. And going right up against Barham, and they're going to charge that one to Ava. They say that she was moving with the player and did not have offensive position. Emmy Moore will go to the line for 2 opportunities. These are our first free throws of the game. And Moore is right down the middle with it. Fayette Academy is averaging 13 turnovers per game, and a key for USJ is trying to add to that during the course of this evening. So we got our first 2 on the board for Fayette Academy, and it is Ayers from the corner. That's hard to do in a gym that you're unfamiliar with, to get those side 3-point shots. But Halen Ayers, she slips it through. And a 5-2 lead for USJ. And they go back around the perimeter. Ayers almost got a steal, and in between 2 defenders, and this is where Moore is very tough because she can sense the defenders coming in on her. Carly Hayes is charged with a foul. All right, they say it was not in the act of shooting. And tipped away. Ava Barham's quick hands, but it's going to go off the foot of Mia Powell, so it'll still be Lady Vikings ball. And we are right on the halfway mark of this first 8 minutes in the contest. Now there they go underneath. This is going to be a one-on-one, Moore against Barham, and it rims off. But Moore with the offensive board and the foul. And you can hear some of the editorial comments coming from the USJ faithful right there below us. That's 2 on Carly Hayes, and so checking back in quickly is Ellen Driver, the sophomore. They're going to call them pretty tight tonight if this is any indication here in the first quarter. Lady Bruins hanging on to a 3-point lead. Going for the 3 from outside is not there for Camille Barnett. So Lady Bruins, they'll do a moderate tempo, bringing it down. Getting close to the 3:30 mark. There's Spencer with it in the corner. And Barham way out front. They want to sneak her down and get her underneath once again. And Ayers, you've already seen her pull up and connect with a 3. Inside. And that's exactly what they did. Barham with 4, and they sneaked her underneath, and she was wide open, and there goes that press, giving all kinds of problems, and a steal by Barham. And this is going to be a no good. Down the stretch she goes for the basket. And timeout is called by Fayette Academy. That's the first points off of a turnover in the game. And so we got 2:59 to go, and the Lady Bruins on top, 9-2. More after this timeout.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Well, that Lady Bruin defense has already forced 5. Let me check that back. I'm gonna walk that back on you. I was looking at a different category. They have forced 1 turnover, but that's led to 2 points, and they're going back into the press once again. But a key point here is that Fayette Academy is 0 for 5 from the floor, and that's another steal. Ellen Driver broke that one up. The press works again. On the inside, Halen has it to roll off, and the rebound comes off to Fayette Academy. Halen had a good look at it, but it just didn't stay in the cylinder. So Fayette Academy, that still doesn't have a basket, they've got 2 free throws. And they've had a time penetrating the inside. This time they're going to, and recovering quickly is Emmy Moore. That's their first basket in 6 opportunities. So make it a 9-4 game. Ayers thought about that 3, but she didn't let fly with it. Quick, crisp passing on the part of the Lady Bruins, and right through the defenders beautifully. Ava Barham for her 3rd basket of the game. She has 6, and she's the game leader. Defense finally picks back up. There were a couple of good looks at potential 3s. And a curl hook shot drops through. Annie Thornton with her first basket of the game to make it 11-6. Lady Bruins have led by as many as 7. They tried to lob it inside to Barham, and the Lady Bruins will keep it. She was just a little bit too far underneath and had it knocked away. And looking over in the corner, wide open, is Mia Powell. And as I say, Mia's given away about 4 inches. And Ayers has it to go high off the iron. Going to take their time with it. Georgia Weatherly, one of the 5 seniors who starts for this Lady Viking team, as we get close to the 1-minute mark in the first quarter. And tried the big curl up and the foul. Emmy Moore has been the big offensive gun. Stella Spencer commits the foul. That's the 4th on the Lady Bruins. And they ruled that it was before the shot, so they get the possession and get it back in to make it 11-8. Emmy Moore scored it anyway. Yeah, they said the foul was before she released the ball, so they didn't give them a basket and a 3-point opportunity. We're down to the fast 35 seconds here. And Ayers with the jumper. Just off the back of the iron. Barham had an opening. And the foul. That is going to be the first one charged to the Lady Vikings. And that's going to be on Camille Burnett.
First personal foul, first team foul for the Lady Vikings. Sophie King enters the game for the Lady Bruins, replacing Spencer.
Halen's going to throw it in with 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And remember, Carly Hayes is on the bench, the senior, with 2 fouls. Tipped away, and it's going to go back with 16.8 seconds to the Lady Bruins. They're not going into that stack formation this time. Halen's going to set up the play. Don't be surprised if she drives it down the middle. And she does, and puts it up and draws the foul. Instinctive with 2.2 seconds to let that one fly, and so she'll have a couple from the free throw line. And that is 2 on Burnett.
At the line for the Lady Bruins, number 20, Halen Ayers, for 2 shots.
Halen with 2 opportunities. She has 5 so far tonight. Perfect form for the first one. And you got substitutions. Demise Ali is coming in. And she gets the second of the 2. 7 now for Halen Ayers as the game leader. And big long bomb that she had a lot of power behind that, but it didn't go. So we are done with the first quarter, and USJ on top 13-8. Back with more after this timeout.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Count on Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Second quarter of action live from Millington, Tennessee. Lady Bruins on top of Fayette Academy, 13-8 in the first quarter. Halen Ayers with 7, Ava Barham with 6. They've got all 13 of the USJ points. Emmy Moore with 6 and Annie Thornton with 2 for the Lady Vikings. And Fayette has the first possession of the second quarter. And turnaround jumper at rims off. Tell you, the quickness of this USJ team, you just can't really measure it. It's probably worth about 10 points per game just on speed, and just going right through everybody was Ellen Driver. 7-point lead now for the Lady Vikings. And that one just was too much power on that, but unable to retrieve it was Lily Teague. 3 out of 10 from the floor for Fayette Academy so far for 30%. They're going for the bomb. And it is right through the heart for Abby Ray. And they cut the lead to 4. Tell you what, Carly Hayes is back in there with 2 fouls. They go for the bomb this time at the opposite end. Good offensive rebound. And let's see how Coach Ayers plays this. Going for the 3 once again. Too much on the back of the iron. And you got a double dribble violation. That is only the second turnover for Fayette Academy. USJ has not coughed it up yet. So this will be another opportunity to capitalize off that turnover. You can see as much as a 5-point turnaround in the game. Remember, we'll have the boys action coming up approximately 10 minutes after the close of this one. And big bomb three that's just off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Emmy Moore. USJ the edge in rebounding, 8-6. And the jumper from about 10 feet, just too much on it. Tipped away, and it's going to be USJ's ball. Halen Ayers checks back in. Sophie King checks out. Halen had a strong first quarter with 7 of USJ's 13 points. And jumper for the three. Yes! Carly Hayes nails it home. So back to that 7-point, and here's a steal. I don't think they're going to get up with her. No, I think those footsteps made the difference there, and it's going to go back in the opposite direction. Oh, my goodness gracious. Carly had a wide open look at it, and she felt those footsteps coming, and the shot went astray. And right into traffic. That's that press again. She had 3, a brick wall that they were all right in her way. And air ball from about 24 feet out. So far in the game, USJ is 7 out of 19 from the floor. 35%. Tell you, quick and crisp ball handling on the part of this Fayette Academy team. You can see why they've won 14 of their 17 games so far. And they're going to keep it around the perimeter and then kick it outside. And that one just went nowhere for Hannah Logan. USJ a 9-6 edge in rebounding. There you go. Halen Ayers is in double figures with 10. So that's the largest lead of the game for USJ, and almost stolen. Ellen Spencer reached in and tossed it away. Lady Vikings will play it, and checking in for them will be Megan Grantham. She is a senior forward. She goes 5'8". Abby Ray will sit down for a few moments. And Spencer is really giving fits to Georgia Weatherly. And they finally navigated across midcourt. Joel Ayers is being frenetic down on the floor to get his team directed in place defensively. And that one's just too high. And they're going to send it back to the Lady Vikings. Apparently they say it was tipped away.
Lady Vikings substitution, number 20, Camille Burnett.
Camille Burnett comes in for Hannah Logan. Getting close to the halfway mark of our second quarter. And USJ by 10, and the steal. That was just complete half-court defensive pressure. 5th turnover, and the shot from the corner. Just off the back of the iron, but Spencer with the offensive rebound. And just in all kinds of traffic, getting clogged up. That's the first turnover for the Lady Bruins. Big three. Good push on it, but not there. And Spencer the rebound and the foul. Annie Thornton committing her first. Driver checks out, and USJ is going to slow the tempo down again. And watch the drive in between. She was clogged up by 3 defenders, and that left an opening on the right-hand side, but not there. So USJ gets back down and plays traditional defense. Open for the three. Yes! Camille Burnett with her first basket. So they have closed it down to 21-14, and we have timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
USJ has had the edge in this second quarter, 8-6 after the 13-8 first quarter lead. And they have out-rebounded Fayette Academy 11-7, only committing one turnover to the 6 of Fayette. And they navigated across midcourt. We're down under the 3-minute mark. Underneath, yep. They have done that a lot tonight already. First time in the second quarter, and Ava Barham gets between all the defenders. Easy layup to make it a 9-point game, and that one is out of the reach of Megan Grantham. 8 turnovers. And USJ's largest lead has been 11. And they've got an opportunity, and it is. It's going to be an all the way. And what a block at the opposite side. They're going to charge a foul, but that was a good foul on the part of Ellen Driver. Rather, that's Mia Powell instead of Ellen. And so going to the line is Megan Grantham for 2. Got a good push on it and cuts the lead back to 8. That was a smart move in that particular situation. Mia Fowl wastes the foul and going ahead and take it in that case because she broke up what would have been an easy 2, and at the free throw line, only 1. Coaches will tell you, take that hard foul sometimes because it may do you better in the long run. It was an excellent screen in the corner, and it just wouldn't fall, and it's going to go back to USJ because it was tipped out by Annie Thornton. Lady Bruins have had 3 3-pointers tonight, 2 by Halen Ayers and 1 by Carly Hayes. Good kick underneath, and it just would not fall. And the foul is going to be charged, it looks like, to Carly Hayes, and if that's true, that's her 3rd. Ellen Driver will check in her stead, and so Lady Bruins will be going without Carly here in the final 2 minutes, and that is about the 3rd time we've seen an unforced passing error on the part of the Lady Vikings. That's their 7th turnover. 1:56 remaining. I'm going to tell you, this young lady is so fun to watch with the ball. Mia just moves so quickly, and even if she gives up 3 or 4 inches, her speed makes a huge difference. Down to 135. Ava's going to try to drive the lane, but she was quickly picked up. And they're just working for a patient shot. Ava wanted it, but she had 2 players underneath that were on top of her. To the corner for Spencer. No. And what a curl. Bank shot goes through for Ava Barham to get into double figures. And they kick it back out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Vikings with 54 seconds remaining. Checking in, Demise Ali, and Ava Barham will come out. Ava with 10. And again, they got a good drive there at the baseline and a high arcing three that goes through. That's the second one for Camille Burnett. 7-point lead. Lady Bruins would like to play this for the final opportunity here, unless they get a very good look early. Almost. It was tipped away by Megan Grantham. And they are going to charge an offensive foul. That's on Ellen Driver, and to be honest with you, we didn't see it. So this could be huge for the Lady Vikings in the final 25.6 seconds, and Joel Ayers justifiably is confused because that offensive foul was called without any action going on the floor. But they could close the lead to 4 here as we get to the closing stages of the first half. Down to 13 seconds. This is Weatherly. And almost stolen by Spencer. And in between the defenders. Nice drive and getting it through. Emmy Moore with her first basket of the second quarter. So your halftime score is USJ 25 and Fayette Academy, that was down by 10, closes it down to 5 at 25-20. I'll give you the scoring, and then we'll take a break, and then I'll come back right before we start the half and give you what the percentages are. But this has been an interesting battle up and down the floor. Emmy Moore, that had that last basket, she has 8 to lead the Lady Vikings. Annie Thornton with 2. Camille Burnett came up with 3 three-pointers at opposite ends of the floor. It gave her 6, and both of them came in the second quarter. 1 point for Megan Grantham and 3 for Abby Ray. They had 3 3-pointers in the first half. For the Lady Bruins, they've only had 3 players to score. It's Halen Ayers with 10, Ava Barham with 10. Actually, Ellen Driver's basket, she's the 4th player to score. Carly Hayes with 3, but unfortunately Carly connected with her 3rd foul late in the first half, so she's going to be having to be a bit cautious in the second half, being in foul trouble. Ellen Driver, as we mentioned, had the other basket, so it's a 25-20 game, but the Lady Vikings got themselves back into that late in the quarter. So it's a 25-20 game. USJ is on top. We're going to take an extended break, and when we come back, I'll give you all the shooting percentages and the rebound totals, all of that good stuff, right after you see some very important messages of interest.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag, filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
All right, let's give you our BallGame Blitz Sports Network halftime stats. USJ shooting 10 of 27 from the floor for 37.1%. And on the other end, Fayette Academy, 7 of 18 for 39%. Pretty even in the shooting category. Rebounds, the edge goes to USJ 13-9. In free throws, the Lady Bruins have hit the 2 that they have had from the free throw line, both of those from Halen Ayers. And for Fayette Academy, they are 3 out of 5 for 60%. And then in the turnover department, well, let me go back in the rebounding. 13-9 was the edge for USJ in turnovers. 7 turnovers for Fayette Academy, but USJ could only capitalize for 2 points out of that. The Lady Bruins committed 3, and Fayette Academy picked up 2 out of that. But it's going to be Lady Bruin ball as we start this second half of play. USJ led by as many as 10 in the first half. They've been up by 5 at the end of each quarter. That late rally, as one of the officials finally has made his way back onto the floor. And now we're ready to go. And let's see how Mia Powell directs this traffic. And again, they were successful in the first half of getting Ava Barham open underneath, and she's calling for it. They're double teaming her underneath. That one goes through. Beautiful job by Carly Hayes, who is playing with 3 fouls. And Abby Ray looked like she might have a step. And Georgia Weatherly, who is the point guard who really gets this ball club going. But this is an all-senior lineup that you see out here. They kick it out in the corner. They don't go for the 3 this time. They're trying to get something going. That left-hand layup, and she is so aggressive at getting the offensive rebound, as you saw right there for Emmy Moore. And she is in double figures with 10. So we're back to the 5-point margin. Now, you knew they were going to make a rally, and this is going to be tough. Big 3. That one just nowhere near, pushed left by Mia Powell. One of the problems is she didn't have anybody down underneath to rebound. So they go back to that all-court press. And there have been moments that they have given some really tough times to Fayette Academy with that press. And there you go. That's the 8th turnover of the game. And slowing it down again. Mia's trying to make sure that they protect the basketball, and Halen puts it up high off the glass. Halen with 12, and that was big because they go back to that 7-point margin. Now, they spread them out enough to get Mia Powell in. Mia's across midcourt, but Abby Ray managed to get the ball across. And there you go, tipped away by Barham, but they pick it back up. And that time, they're going to get it a 3rd time. So no turnover yet. Don't charge them with that at home. And open for the 3. They gave her time, and she nailed it. That's the 3rd 3 for Camille Burnett. They just gave them too much of a window after nearly stealing the ball twice, and we're down to a 4-point lead. Now go to the inside. Barham's right there. No way you're going to stop her because the defense just completely left her alone, and Ava has 10. Actually, with that one, give her 12. Getting down to the 5-minute mark. And they're going for the big bomb again. And that time it's Iron Unkind and Barham with a rebound. And the foul is going to be charged to Camille Burnett, and that is her 3rd.
Foul number 20, Camille Burnett. That's her 3rd personal, 1st team foul for the Lady Vikings.
So USJ has a big opportunity now, up 6, to try to extend this lead back out again. And wide open in the corner for the 3. Yes, sir! That was about 23 feet out. And Carly Hayes is getting a hot hand now. They're back up by 9, getting close to what their biggest lead was at 10. USJ has been top all the way, trying for the answer shot. Couldn't get it to bank home, but they get the offensive rebound, and that was just all Emmy Moore physically. She made that one go. A 7-point game now, back to the 9. And there's a violation right there. They're beginning to get to them with the press once again. Now, this could be the biggest lead of the game so far. And open. Pumping up from outside, just too much on it. Open for the 3, yes! Mia Powell with her first basket of the game, and now they're up by 12. And on the inside, an answer shot of her own by Emmy Moore, and timeout is called. So we have 3:28 to go. USJ back on top by 10, 39-29, back after this timeout.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Well, we've had an offensive flurry by the Lady Bruins here in the last minute and a half to extend a lead that had shrunk to 4 back up to 10, and they have possession here. It's 39-29. They're having to work hard for every basket in this one. Emmy Moore with 14 points in the game. Halen Ayers with 14, and Ava Barham with 12. So it has been Ayers and Barham delivering on the offense. And you forget that Ava Barham is actually a good ball handler, too. This young lady can do anything she wants to with the ball. Ayers with a jumper. Stop and pop. It's not there. And rebound comes off to Emmy Moore. They come down and pick them up quickly after trying to stay in that press. Under 3 minutes to go, and there's the very physical player. And is that going to be on Barham? It appears that it is. That'll be Ava's second. Well, you can see why Emmy Moore is their big gun, although she missed that free throw, because she absolutely is going to be physical on the inside, and she knows how to draw fouls quite well. She gets this one, she'll be the game leader at 15, and does. Back to 39-30, but it is still a 3-possession game. Quickly down is Ayers. That speed is just unmatched. Just an 8th grader. And from the corner, the 3. Yes! Sophie King comes in and delivers. 42-30, and that is the biggest lead yet for USJ. Playing strong defense. And they can't get them up. Almost stolen by Ayers. They go to the inside to Moore again. She wants to go up against Barham and try to draw another foul. The 3. And it's right through the heart for Georgia Weatherly, her first basket of the game. Back to 9 at 42-33. Key thing for USJ down the stretch of this third quarter is to protect the basketball. Big long bomb is short. And quick on the rebound is Barham and overshoots it on the bank home. So the window of opportunity is open again to close this down to a 2-possession game and going to pump for it. Yes, sir. Abby Ray. And just like that, we're down to a 6-point game. And trying the answer shot. Yes! Halen Ayers said, you're going to do it down at the opposite end, I'll match you here. 17 points for Halen Ayers. And trying a jumper three. Nope, too much on it. Halen's going to scramble for that rebound, and she has it. And timeout is called. 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. USJ back on top by 9, 45-36. 30-second timeout.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Carly Hayes checks back in for the Lady Bruins, and Megan Grantham, another senior, is back in for Fayette Academy. It's USJ's ball with 51 seconds remaining and a 9-point lead. This has been a good offensive game. You've had a lot of defensive pressures in this one, and USJ has forced 10 turnovers in the game, but it's been much more of an offensive game than we've seen in much of the season. Let's see if they try to play this for fun. Nope, they're not going to be able to do that. This is going to be a down the stretch and blocked away. What a job on what looked like it was going to be a sure lay-in by Carly Hayes to block that one. That's only the 4th turnover on the part of the Lady Bruins. And going to the deck hard was Moore. She slipped right there just across that stripe. Well, they thought about a three, but they didn't go for it. 16 seconds remaining. They may be trying to skate it down for the final shot of the third quarter. Down to 8 seconds, and it's Moore. She's going to work one-on-one and doesn't get it to go. Lady Bruins going to put up a desperation and almost got it. So it's a 9-point lead going into the final 8 minutes, 45-36. USJ on top, led by the 17 points of Halen Ayers. Back in 60 seconds.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive and Drive, Jackson.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Well, let's take a look at your updated shooting totals here, brought to you by Bulldog Blitz Sports Network. I really should say in that case instead of Bulldog Blitz, BallGame Blitz Sports Network. USJ 18 of 40 in the game now for 42.5%. Fayette Academy 13 of 29 for 45. The Lady Vikings with the ball to start this final 8 minutes of play. They have trailed all the way. They're down by 9. Waving for the ball is Ray, and she is picked up very, very quickly. They don't have to get in a huge sense of urgency at this stage of the game. Going for the corner three, and it's not there. And quick rebound. And a whistle over in the, as we call it, the northeast corner. So it's going to go back down into the opposite end. Lady Bruins have only made 5 turnovers, and they're back into that all-court press. And what that does, it really gives the offensive team a difficult time, but they get it underneath very, very quickly to Emmy Moore. And off the turnover, that was a big one. Down to 7. It's still a 3-possession game, though. What USJ has to guard against is making careless turnovers, protecting the basketball here as we're down to this final 6 minutes and 45 seconds. The three from the corner. Carly Hayes with a huge one to get it back to a 10-point margin. Now, watch this. They're going to try to drive it down all the way, but very quick on defense was Carly. She does not stay back and celebrate that three. And the jumper for the three is off the mark. They get the offensive board. And it's going to be a 2-shot foul. That is the 4th foul on Carly Hayes. In the game, Carly has 11. They could ill afford to lose her, and they're going to send in triple substitutions after this first free throw. And off the back of the iron. Powell, Ayers, and Spencer all check back in. Second one does not go. 2 big misses for Fayette Academy, and the rebound coming off to Spencer. That's 20 rebounds on the night for the Lady Bruins to only 15 for Fayette Academy. Some people would question, should you shave off some time right now? Probably not. What you don't want to get into is a mode where you start playing not to lose. They go for the three. Yes, and they nail it. Lily Teague with her first basket of the game. Almost a steal. That defense was really creating problems. 13-point lead, trying that answer shot, and that one there was no control on that shot for Annie Thornton. And they toss it away underneath. Lady Vikings will play it back at the bottom of their floor, and they're going to sag back. This is not, well, they're going to double team the ball, but they're going to sag back a bit. Look at Halen Ayers getting up so high, and that one's going to go away. That's the 3rd time tonight we've seen that kind of passing error trying to get it into the hands of Weatherly, and it's just been too far out of her reach, and a big factor in that has been this intense pressure on the part of the Lady Bruins. Getting close to the 5-minute mark. They get one here, it would be a 5-possession lead. Open for the three. Quick release off the mark. But Barham's open underneath and can't get it to go. Ayers can't get it to go. They had 3 opportunities at it, and it would not fall. And the foul. That's on Spencer. That's only the 2nd foul on Stella. 3rd team foul on the Lady Bruins. We got 4:44 remaining in this one. Still a 13-point lead. But what you don't want to do is put on the brakes defensively, because You got to stay aggressive against this Lady Viking team that is so powerful. And they had a screen for a 3, but they didn't go for it. Some of the USJ fans wanted a traveling violation. That one was overshot, and getting the follow was Hannah Logan for her first basket of the game.
The basket is good by Hannah Logan. Fouls on number 4, Mia Powell, second personal, fourth.
That is the second on Mia Powell, and checking back in is Carly Hayes, who is playing with 4 fouls. Burnett has 3 for Fayette Academy. So Logan with an opportunity for the three-point play and delivers. They're still down by 10. And now they're going to a press. And USJ easily breaks it. This would be a big road win for the Lady Bruins, in particular against the 14-3 Lady Vikings. Under 4 minutes. They're going to take their time, look for the clean open shot. And they're trying that underneath with Barham, and she overshoots it. She was just too far down underneath. Now, again, you don't want to get in a desperation situation. Sense of urgency, yes. And the turnaround jumper is there. The net hardly moved for Emmy Moore. She's got 19 in the game. Halen Ayers, it's down to an 8-point lead. It had been as much as 13, and going right into, and traveling is called. So because they called the traveling violation, give each team a turnover.
Substitution for USJ, number 3, Ellen Driver.
Ellen Driver checks back in, and Spencer comes out. Getting down to 3 minutes, still a 3-possession lead. And pumping for the 3. Yes! That was big! Lily Teague with her second three-pointer. So Lily gets them back to an 11-point margin. And a turnover yet again. Boy, Lily Teague has had 2 clutch three-pointers here in the fourth quarter. And now they've got a chance to really, it's a little too quick to say you're going to put it on ice yet, because you could get into a situation where turnovers could create a problem, but it's looking really good for the Lady Bruins right now as we get close to the 2-minute mark. There's Halen trying to see if she can find somebody open, and loses it. That's something they did not want to see happen. That is the 8th turnover of the game for the Lady Bruins. And they're going to stay in that press. That's what brought them to the dance so far, and they're going to try to keep the invitations open. Lady Vikings get through it. They really need a 3 at this point, but they'll take a 2 if it's open. They got to get a little more urgent now because there's under 2 minutes remaining, and they're down by 11. And that one's kicked away. It is a foul called on at the opposite end, and they're going to take it back. That was a situation where it looked as though they just simply were not keeping their eye on the clock.
USJ substitutions, number 4, Mia Powell, and number 3, Ellen Driver.
Mia Powell and Ellen Driver check back in. They're getting the best ball handlers in here because they're going to their own press and they were trying to call for a traveling violation and they didn't get it. And timeout called by Joel Ayers because they were in all kinds of trouble. So let's take a break. 87 seconds remain. Lady Bruins on top by 11. We'll see if they deliver it right after this.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of
So we're back. 54-43. Lady Bruins have led this one all the way. And it looks like they're going to bring it home tonight, but they have to be cautious against turnovers late in the going. Tonight they have committed 8. They have forced 14 on Fayette Academy. USJ has the ball. The question is, are they going to commit fouls at this point? Right now, it looks to be no, because they seem to be not going aggressively after the basketball. And time is just frittering away, and Lady Bruins doing exactly what they have to do. She took a desperation pass, and it goes back. And some of the Fayette Academy fans don't like the call, but the official was right on top of it. Now, he has been overruled by the trailing official, so charge that as a turnover against USJ. So with 1:09 left, the Lady Vikings are going to have to get much more of a sense of urgency down the floor if they have any hope of getting back into this. Odds are not good. They've got to put up shots and put them up quick. And in between the defenders, that's not there, and it's going back in the other direction because it went off the hands of Annie Thornton. And I believe we can put this one in the books for the Lady Bruins. 50 seconds to go, but the margin is just too high for this Lady Viking team to have to overcome. And there you go. Get it into Spencer. Get it into your good ball handler. They don't have to shoot, really, and the foul is committed by Annie Thornton, her second. And so it's still, they don't have a bonus yet, so it is going to be Halen Ayers to toss it in. And we're getting close to the 30-second mark. And they're doing a good job of spreading it out, playing a little bit of four corners to just get that clock in. There you go. Barham wide open underneath. That's the bread and butter, and it worked. That was the exclamation point. It is going to be a Lady Bruins victory on the road. Big three is short. And with 0.6 of a second, this one's not going to matter. It is over. They just, all they have to do is just toss it in. Game, set, and match. Lady Bruins have defeated Fayette Academy 56-43, leading wire to wire. And it was a dominating performance, particularly against one of the district's better teams. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll tell you all about the scoring and the totals. So stay with us.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state. But we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
And it turned out to be, I'll tell you what, we saw a lot of good pictures there, but we were in mute. I was trying to get my stats finished. 56-43, the Lady Bruins doing a dominating job. And it was at halftime only 25-20, but they stayed steady, and they led it from wire to wire. So let's give you some of the totals, and they held Fayette Academy under their season's average of 49 points because they only picked up 43. I'll give you all the totals in this one. First off, for Fayette Academy, their big gun was the senior Emmy Moore. She had 19 points, had 11 of them in the second half, and that was huge to try to keep Fayette Academy in the game. Camille Burnett had 9, and it was 6 for Abby Ray. So those were your leaders. Moore did a terrific job across the board and was a little bit above her season's average of 16.8. And she picked up in the second half 11 of her 19 points. But USJ kept the rest of this Fayette Academy team in check across the board. For the Lady Bruins, you had 3 in double figures. Halen Ayers with 17 points. And she was scoreless in the final quarter, so she scored all 17 in the first 3, and she was all over the place tonight. She was harassing them defensively. Terrific job. Ava Barham got open so many times down underneath. Ended up with 14 points and was such a steady performer all game long. She had 10 at halftime. Carly Hayes, I got to give her huge credit because she played a lot of the fourth quarter with 4 fouls, but still ended up with 11 points, including a crucial 3 that, as it appeared Fayette Academy was making a rally, she managed to nail them, and it was really the coffin three-pointer at that point. And so between Ayers, Barham, and Hayes, they had 42 of the 56 points for USJ. You got to give a tip of the cap, too, to Lily Teague, who came in, and the little 8th grader came in and had 3 pointers twice from long distance. One was about a 20-footer and the other about 22 feet outside. And again, that was damaging to Fayette Academy's rally both times, and at one time it extended the lead back out from 8 points to 11, and the other time it was extending a lead back from 9 points to 12. So Lily Teague with an outstanding job coming in relief in the game. Let me give you the scoring totals on this, and we'll come back and we'll give you the player of the game. But our shooting totals for the game: USJ 22 of 48 for 47%. Fayette Academy was 16 of 38 for 42%. They couldn't get the ball up into the basket that much more, and part of that was the number of turnovers they made. Free throws, USJ only had to go to the line twice and connected both of them. That was Halen Ayers. And for Fayette Academy, 5 out of 10 for 50%. And rebounding, the edge went to USJ 24-17. And then in turnovers, USJ gave it up 9 times, 14 for Fayette Academy, and that was really important because they continued to capitalize as much as possible and picked up 8 points off turnovers out of those 14 that were given up by Fayette Academy. And so you just look at every little crucial factor in the game, and that was another big difference across the board. Well, you could make an argument for either of two players, but I think you have to say the 8th grader Halen Ayers with 17 points in the first 3 quarters. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She had a couple of threes in the game, was outstanding defensively, and so our Ballpark Blitz Sports Network Award for the player of the game goes to Halen Ayers. Our congratulations to her and to all the USJ Lady Bruins as they win this one 56-43 and continue their winning streak. So you see who's on the floor right now, and that is the Vikings and the Bruins. The Vikings have not made their spectacular entrance. They're looking around the corner, but the Bruins are taking their warm-ups. And this should be an interesting matchup on the road for the USJ boys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take approximately about a 10-minute break and let you have an opportunity to visit with some of our sponsors that we hope you'll go by and tell them how much you enjoy USJ basketball right here on the Bulldog Blitz Sports Network, powered by Worthy Road Studios. So right now we're going to take that break, and when we come back, we're going to have an interesting boys game, so stay with us, everybody.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag, filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson. Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
Tired of being seen and not heard? At Lifestyle Vision, we believe in patient-centered quality eye care for West Tennessee, which is why we are locally owned and operated. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B, Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
And we are back live at Fayette Academy Gymnasium, the Viking Center in Somerville, Tennessee. Steve Beverly to bring you now the boys' half of our doubleheader tonight. Lady Bruins winning 56-43 in a solid win over Fayette Academy, leading wire to wire. And now we'll see what the Bruins can do with the Vikings. And this is one of those that particularly ball control and also protecting the basketball is going to be a big key for both of these teams. Of course, the Bruins on Tuesday night came through with a solid win of their own. They were scheduled to play against Natchez Trace on Monday night, and shortly before that tip-off was supposed to occur, and we had already had a middle school doubleheader, we were just simply told at that point, they're not coming. So everybody can pack up and go home, which is what we did. So the next night, the Bruins came out on the floor and had an outstanding win for them. And so now we'll see what Jeff Jones' team can do against Brandon Bradford's Vikings. And with a little less than 3 minutes to go before tip-off, let's have your BallGame Blitz Sports Network starting lineups. And for Fayette Academy, you got a junior guard at 6 feet, Miles Dawkins. He'll wear number 0. Grant Armour is a senior. He's a point guard. He goes 5'8". Corbin Bowling, and he's their leading scorer, averaging 19 a game and 5 rebounds a game. He's their only one in double figures, but he does it all. He's 5'10". And then Zane Pike, who is a sophomore forward, and he's 6'3". He's the big guy on the floor, 8.2 points a game and 7 rebounds. He's their top rebounder. Grant Armour, who we mentioned earlier, is averaging 8 a game, and Miles Dawkins 9. And so those are your starters for Fayette Academy. Now flip the page over and let's see what your Bruins are going to be bringing to the floor. No surprises and no differences than what we've seen in most of this season. Wallace Driver, who is a sophomore guard. Brady Smith, the junior, who also is a guard. Mills Terry, who can do so many things with and without the basketball, another sophomore forward. Owen Stonecipher, they'll count on him down low, the senior forward. And then Raleigh Seals, who gives them a lot of physical presence on the floor. Raleigh is a senior forward, and those are your starters for the Bruins. And we're momentarily going to have the introduction of these players. And we thank all of the parents and other supporters who have shown up by making the trip here to Jackson tonight. For those of you who couldn't, all of you parents, grandparents, and aunts, uncles, cousins, and brothers and sisters, we're glad to have you watching on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, powered by Worthy Road Studios. There's Wallace Driver being introduced. Brady Smith. Mills Terry. Owen Stonecipher. Raleigh Seals. And there are the Bruins. And now here come the Vikings. Corbin Bowling, the sophomore, and he's the one who is Mr. Offense for them. Zane Pike, also a sophomore. Miles Dawkins, a junior. Jay Brady Orr, and the senior in this starting lineup, Grant Armour. So we're about set to go, and this one should be a dandy, and we will be looking for some excellent action across the board. It's been a busy week for USJ basketball here on our sports network because we've had a couple of middle school doubleheaders, and we've had a couple of varsity doubleheaders, and so between that, these two teams have kept us busy, and I hope they've kept you busy watching us. So here we go for the tip. And let the games begin. And picking it up. You can do that if you're the one in the circle if somebody else has touched it first. And so Mills Terry, no violation on picking that one up. This is a patient USJ team. They've had to play against all kinds of defenses during the course of this season. And you're seeing largely a 2-3 zone being employed right now by Fayette Academy from the corner. The three is there right off the bat for Brady Smith. And we'll be interested to see just what kind of, and there's a steal right off the bat, but let's see what they call. Vikings basketball, so that's a double turnover for both teams. So Seals comes back out very, very quickly. And they spread them out. You don't see a lot of all-court pressure out of the Bruins like you do out of the Lady Bruins, that they just go at it tooth and nail all game long. Almost a steal inside by Brady Smith. He is really giving Grant Armour a fit. The key is going to be, you know, that Bowling is going to get his points, but trying to defend the rest of these Vikings is a big key. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first period of play. And again, a lot of crisp passing on the part of the Vikings, but they haven't been able to get open for that shot yet. They try to drive inside the paint, and he hits the out-of-bounds line. Second turnover of the first quarter here for the Vikings. Bruins up 3-0 on that first long bomb by Brady Smith. And they go to the inside, and it's knocked away and last touched by the Bruins. Stonecipher just went off his fingertips right at the edge. And again, slow pace, very, very patient ball handling by Corbin Bowling, but this guy can do it from anywhere on the floor. And they're double teaming him. Nice job of blocking underneath, but picking it back up is Zane Pike. That was great attention to detail underneath. And he got the offensive rebound, closed the lead to 3-2. No pressure that we're seeing there, going back into that 2-3 zone. That is the kind of defense that largely gives a lot of offenses fit, trying to go down the lane, forces you to shoot more outside. And just as that one was, and right through the heart, Brady Smith. So he's got both of these long bomb baskets for the Bruins. as we approach the 5-minute mark, and 6-2. This is Bowling, and he's going to try to take it all the way himself. There you go. Going from his left to his right and then curling the layup back in. And timeout called by Jeff Jones. So we're early into it, 4:52 to go. Bruins lead 6-4 back after this timeout.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his
back
lie,
to action.
he took his...
Bruins trying to extend a 6-4 lead. You've seen a lot of good defensive pressure at both ends of the floor, but this zone defense being employed by the Vikings. It's interesting. You don't see a lot of zone in the high school ranks. And 3-second violation is called. Third turnover for the Bruins. And now they're going to go into some pressure themselves. It's a half-court trap. They back out of it very quickly. You saw in that last possession how Bowling can move to any direction. And that jumper is off the mark, and the foul. And instead they call that one a goaltending situation, so we're tied up at 6. Zane Pike getting his second basket. And so far, Fayette Academy is 3 of 4 from the field. And that goes right off of the hands of Raleigh Seals. And a chance for the Vikings to take their first lead. And again, Bowling pulls up and shoots the 3, and it's off the mark. High for the rebound. And quickly down the floor, and the foul is called. Mills Terry going right into traffic and drawing a foul from Bowling. I can guarantee you the Bruins would like to see him pick up another couple of fouls here in the first half. They go to the corner and then the inside. No, and this was one of those that they just simply were miscommunicating, and Terry tossed it away. Driver cut one way, and Mills' pass went the opposite direction. 5th turnover now for USJ. Bowling again, just very confident player. Sophomore, and he has, boy, when you think about what he's got ahead of him the next 2 years, you got to know he's going to be playing somewhere at the next level. And they thought about going inside the lane, but chose not to. Slowing it up is Armour. And here's Bowling again. And underneath they go, and it's going to be a scramble, and USJ outstanding defense to force the 3rd turnover on Fayette Academy. Going for the bomb. Yes! Mills Terry, his first basket, and all of USJ's points have been 3-pointers, and they lead it 9-5. Bowling slows it down, and they try to get a screen for him. And he takes it down the lane and was off balance. And again, another one from the corner. Yes! Brady Smith with his 3rd 3-pointer of the game. Bruins up 12-5, and they're just doing it from outside. You leave them open, they'll bomb you on it. And they thought about trying to get an answer shot, and it's a steal. And this is going to be a foot race. Here goes Terry, and down the stretch he goes, and he is fouled.
Foul number 0, Miles Dawkins, first personal foul, second team foul.
Miles Dawkins with his first foul.
For USJ, number 14, Mills Terry.
Mills Terry, who's got a three-pointer. This is going to be an opportunity for the first points that aren't threes. And Mills has it to hit the top of the iron. But this would keep it at a 3-possession lead. And he does. So Mills with 4 in the game. 7 points off turnovers already for the Bruins. And there's another one. Now let's see what the official called. Well, they say it was off his foot. That's what it was, so it's going to go back the other way. So no turnover. They say it went off the foot of Owen Stonecipher, but it was excellent defense on his part. And they give it up anyway. Now let's see if the Bruins capitalize on this one. They got a screen in the corner for Driver. They quickly double-team the ball, does this Fayette Academy team, in and out from outside. Bruins so far are 4 out of 6 from the floor. Bowling trying to bring his team back in it with a minute to go here in the first quarter, and they give it away again. That's uncharacteristic, the number of turnovers that you're seeing from this Fayette Academy team, and that one's off the mark. You could almost see it the minute he put it up there, and easily back through. Raleigh Seals with his first basket of the game, and give him an offensive board. Let's see if they play it for the final shot. Give and go underneath, and it doesn't go. And the foul is called on Brady Smith. And that is the first foul on the Bruins in the entire game. Driver checks out of the game for USJ, and Noah Spencer comes in. So turnover after turnover has proven costly for the Vikings, as USJ is going to play it for the final shot, up 9 and almost stolen. And they're going to have to scramble for it. And Bowling, they may not catch him. And he did not make it go. That was great defense down the floor by Brady Smith. 3.6 seconds remaining. Bowling was trying to get it up with these very few seconds left, and he's going to have to put up a bomb and airball. So that was an extremely strong offensive performance by the Bruins in the first quarter as they lead it 15-6. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Vikings will play it first here in the second quarter, but USJ's done an excellent job of holding the top gun of the Vikings, Corbin Bowling, down to a single basket in the first quarter. So let's see what kind of adjustments that Coach Bradford makes for almost a carry, but they didn't call it. And you can see there was an editorial comment that was similar to ours. That was almost out of bounds on that pass. Bruins quickly double teaming the ball. The jumper. That is off the mark. Dawkins couldn't make it go. And Bruins again with their 4th rebound of the game. They've out-rebounded Fayette Academy 4-2. And they're again just passing, trying to get an open lane. This zone, as we say, doesn't make it easy for you to be able to shoot from the inside. And they've shaved about 40 seconds off the clock in this possession. And going right down the middle. And the reverse layup is there beautifully. Mills Terry did a terrific dribble penetration. And the Bruins shooting percentage is still just first rate, 6 out of 10 for 60%. And that one's out of the range of Grant Armour. Bowling just lobbed it a bit too high, and that is turnover number 8. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and the Bruins up 11, and so far have dominated this one. They've taken the home crowd out of it largely. And they're taking their time. They're trying to penetrate this zone. What they're going to do is just work for patient shots, like this one. That 3 is just off the back of the iron, and the rebound comes off to Armour. And they kick it back outside. Bowling again. Well, that averaged nearly 20 a game. He's a threat anywhere on the floor. And to the inside, the floater hangs up on the lip, and yet another rebound for the Bruins. Been a tough night at the office so far, shooting 3 out of 10 for the Vikings, short. But they get the offensive rebound. All right, let's see what Mills concocts here on this possession. He's being picked up over there by Dawkins. Going for about a 25-footer, and it is there. No problem. That was Brady Smith, not Wallace Driver. I got to give the guy some grace, though, because you can actually see it sometimes happen. Under 5 minutes to go. And off the back of the iron once again. Iron has been very unkind so far tonight for the Bruins. And there you go, underneath. Raleigh Seals with his second basket of the game. And they're just getting great shots, 22-6. And in this quarter, they are 7-0. And a big bomb for Bowling. Again, his is off the iron, and let's see if they're going to call it over the back foul. So they charge that to Mills Terry. That's only the second team foul on the Bruins, and you got wholesale substitutions checking in now. Cole Kirkland checks in for the Vikings. We played almost half of this second quarter, and Fayette Academy is yet to score. And that one almost went out of the arena. And it goes, here we go. This is going to be a foot race. Let's see if he can do it. Down the stretch he goes, and he was clobbered. So Wynn Crook, who just checked into the game, he took a pummeling, but he is going to go to the line for 2.
Number 13, Wynn Crook. 2 shots.
And so far, USJ has just dominated this one. Short. They've already forced 9 turnovers on the Vikings. And if he gets this one, this means 10 points off of those turnovers, and he does.
USJ substitution. Number 22, Abe Stonecipher.
And Abe Stonecipher, also a senior, checking into the game. So Jeff Jones is playing a fresh lineup right now, and look at the speed back down the floor on defense. Now, Bowling running the point. He has had his hands full tonight with his USJ defense as they trail by 17. And that's going to be charged to Noah Spencer. I've said to people before that there's one category that you don't have in a scorebook, and that is he didn't mean to fouls. You've had some people right here below me who are saying, well, he didn't mean to do that. But they have been throttled. And there's a steal, but it's picked right back up, and it's going to go back to the Vikings. Nice job, quick hands by Owen Stonecipher. So let's see how the Vikings play it. Bowling has had, okay, this is going to be a no-brainer here. He's going to take it all the way and had it blocked. Abe had a free ticket on that one, and at the 11th hour, he held the feet that were right behind him, and they reached in and blocked it.
First personal, 4th team foul. 2 shots for Abe Stonecipher.
Abe's going to the line after that foul, and got a bad roll on the back of the iron. So far, the Bruins are 1 out of 3 from the free throw line. And make it 2 out of 4 with the friendly roll. So Abe with his first point of the game and charged that off a turnover. And underneath. And they could not get a wide open one. Going for the 3. No. 3 opportunities, and it just did not fly. Good save. And the foul. No, it's going to go back in the opposite direction. They say he fell out of bounds, and so that is turnover number 7 for the Bruins. And they have gone 5 minutes plus in this quarter and have not delivered a point. And that curl, it finally got the spin inside for Grant Armour. So they finally get one in, 24-8 the score. The Bruins had reeled off 9 consecutive points until that one, and that one's going to draw a foul. And they say it's an offensive foul.
First personal, 4th team foul. Vikings basketball.
So the Vikings get it. That's another turnover. And he had to get up high for that one. And the floater, that one is actually blocked. And they go for the bomb on the outside and connecting. Cole Kirkland with his first one of the night. And let's see how the Bruins play it. And that one was just a bounce pass that simply went astray. And the Bruins have got to be very careful not to start making some careless mistakes. They've already committed 9 turnovers in the game. And they're getting ready to get Mills Terry back into the contest. And Bowling on the drive, and the trailing official is calling a foul on Wallace Driver.
Fouls on number 1, Wallace Driver. First personal foul, 15 foul.
So you've seen a 5-0 run now on the part of the Vikings. They'll play it over in the corner. And we got 2 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. Bowling has to go back well down the court to retrieve it. Despite being down 13, Bowling is a very confident player. He knows where he is on the floor at all given times and what he needs to do. And right between the defenders, that was blocked. And look at the scramble. And underneath. Zane Pike now has 6. So the Bruins have given up 7 consecutive points. 80 seconds to go in the quarter. It's about time for them to finally nail one again. They're trying to hold possession. Let's see what Mills decides to do with it here. Well, thinking about the 3 on the inside. J.G. Wilson, and traveling is called. So once again, yet another turnover, and out of the last 4 possessions, they've committed 3, and that is 10. Each team has given it up 10 times. The difference is the Bruins have picked up 11 points off turnovers to 6 for the Vikings, and the official is stopping the action here. And he's apparently sending the ball back down to the opposite end. And I think both coaches are somewhat befuddled by this. With 54 seconds to go, there's no turnover, but the official said go back and bring it back down at the opposite end. We don't have a crystal ball to tell you what that actually was caused by. 40 seconds remaining. Bowling would love to get this down to a single-digit margin as we wind up the half after they were down by 17 at 23-6. Down to 25 seconds left. And they kicked it away. 11th turnover, and now the Bruins have to get a bit of urgency here. But they're going to play it for the final opportunity, and the jumper. That one would not fall, but underneath the follow is there for Davis Sane. And it is halftime. USJ finally, with that basket, ended a 7-0 run, and they go to the locker room with the lead 25-13 after being up by as much as 23-6. I'll give you the scoring totals real quick. Brady Smith had 4 3-pointers in the first half to give him 12. He is your game leader. And he just had a fantastic job from the outside, very patient with it. Wincrook has got a single free throw. Mills Terry with 6. Owen Stonecipher had a free throw. And Davis Sane with 2, and Raleigh Seals with 4. And that is the total for the Bruins here in the first half. Now let's flip over the page to Fayette Academy. 6 points for Zane Pike. He is their leader. 2 for Corbin Bowling, who is their leading scorer, averaging 19 a game. They did an excellent job of defending him. 3 for Cole Kirkland, and 2 for Grant Armour to give them their total of 13. So we go to the locker room with it 25-13. Bruins on top by 4 full possessions. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back with about 2 minutes remaining in halftime and bring you all of our shooting percentages, all of those totals. But Bruins on top after winning the women's game. They're on top here in the guys' game, 25-13. Let's visit with our sponsors of Bruin basketball.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists
with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy clinic. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Count on Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B, Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Here's your BallGame Blitz Sports Network halftime statistics. USJ 9 out of 16 from the floor for 56%. And they have held Fayette Academy to 6 out of 19 for 32. Free throws, USJ 3 out of 6 for 50%. And they haven't even been there they've not been to the line at Fayette Academy. USJ leading in rebounding 9-7. The Vikings have committed more turnovers, 12-10, but look at this number. USJ has picked up 13 points off of those 12 turnovers by the Vikings to only 6 that Fayette Academy has picked up, and so that 7-point differential is huge in this 12-point lead at 25-13 that at one point was as large as 23-6. Bruins will have the ball to start the second half. Steve Beverly to bring you all the way home with it. The head of the trucking company is our director, is Stephanie Janda, and, of course, the boss on camera, and that is Paul Schultze. Bruins played smart basketball in the first half except for a period, say about the final 3 minutes of the second quarter where they gave up a 7-0 run after being up by 17. And again, they're just being very patient trying to find the open player. Here you go from the outside, that jumper, and it goes through. Brady Smith with 14 now. Bruins 10 of 17 from the floor. They almost get this on the press. Bowling had to desperately cast that one aside. And the big point right now here for this Fayette Academy team, they've got to try to stay with their fundamentals as much as possible, but they are being picked up all over the place defensively. Got another rebound. Almost a steal. And the foul is going to be charged to Brady Smith. That is his second. And you could tell from both the bench and from the fans, they were not at all pleased with that call. Bowling on a 19-point average has been held to 2 in this game. And the floater goes through for Zane Pike, who is the number 2 scorer on this team, and they've needed every one of his. And timeout is called. 6:37 remaining. Bruins on top, 28-15, back in 60 seconds.
At At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Here we are, 6:37 to go. Jeff Jones called a quick timeout to recalibrate everything. 28-15, Bruins up by 13. And it has been a steady performance all the way. It's been a wire-to-wire lead, just as it was for the girls when they won 56-43 in the opener. Lady Bruins have been on a roll for a while, and after that rather, shall we say, ugly game that we had last Friday night at USJ that was 40-36 at JCS in favor of Jackson Christian, the Bruins have turned it back around and have shown some strong both offensive and defensive prowess on the floor. And the corner, the three, it is there. Brady Smith with 17 points in the game. And they're back out to a 16-point margin, short of their largest lead of 17 at 23-6. Brady has been just about unstoppable tonight. And again, they're double teaming Bowling, and he's just had nowhere to go with it. And you see him double teamed there at the edge of the paint and trying for the steal and being charged with the foul will be Davis Sane. That's his first. So Vikings will have it. That's the second team foul of the half on USJ. But they're comfortably ahead at this point. And Bowling goes for the three. That's the best form I've seen him have tonight. He has not been able to get a hot streak going this evening, but he cuts the lead to 13. And Bruins thought about going, boy, you had a tumble over here on the right-hand side. Bowling tries to go after it and give it back to the Bruins as we get close to the 5-minute mark. Bowling is still going after every loose ball possible. All right, let's see how Brady Smith creates. He has had the hot hand tonight. And he's open again over in the corner. Good head fake and the easy Bank of Jackson shot by Davis Sane, so give him another one. A 33-18 lead, and it has just been largely double digits. That one, just again, that was tremendous double-team defense that made it. And look at that all the way, the big splash for Brady Smith. Brady now and a technical foul. Brady is charged with a technical, supposedly for hanging on to the rim. That's his third foul.
That's his third personal foul.
So that's going to send Bowling to the opposite end to shoot the technicals.
Shoots the foul shots.
That's been a long-standing rule that if you hang up on the lip, it is going to be charged as a technical foul. Bruins haven't missed a shot here in this quarter. Bowling gives them 1 of 2.
Bruins substitution number 5, Noah Spencer.
Noah Spencer comes in for the Bruins. He does get credit for the dunk. It was the aftermath that caused the technical foul, and right now we're going to take time out. 4:27 remaining. It's a 35-19 lead for the Bruins.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
And here we go around the horn once again. And to the inside, the high one for the three is not there, and that's the end of the third quarter. And so we go to the final 8 minutes with USJ on top, 44-21. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
44-21. Bruins have just dominated across the board, and so the Vikings, and we're seeing a number of substitutes in the game for them right now. Bowling is still in there. You figure he's going to go all the way. Grant Armour with it going at both ends of the floor and almost loses it, and does. There's no way they're going to catch him up here. Down the stretch he goes, and the tip is back up on the other side and crashing against that door, but he's okay.
Vikings foul charge to number 1, Grant Armour, second personal, second team foul.
Grant Armour is charged. Terry shoots 2. A little bit short. If he gets this one, it'll be 19 points off turnovers in the game. In and out. They get the offensive rebound and the foul. So it'll be Wen Crook who goes to the line for a couple. I mean, that's just a great job the way they keep powering on the boards. Zane Bike commits his second. So Crook shooting 2. He's had a single point tonight, and it came from the free throw line in the second quarter. Just a little bit too far right. Checking in now will be Abe Stonecipher, and coming out is Raleigh Seals.
And for the Vikings, number 23, Wyatt Morris, replacing Pike.
And Crook connects. A 45-21 lead. And about all that's left to do is to count the statistics tonight. And they have just been really outstanding, blocking the opportunity for him to get inside. And give it back to the Vikings. At the end of the third quarter, the Bruins were 17 of 26 from the floor for 68%. And at the opposite end, Fayette Academy 9 of 27 for 33. So they have defended the shooting well tonight. Fall away, and that was outstanding move on the part of Bowling, who is finally in double figures. And the Bruins will not be in any big hurry unless they can get a clear look at it. They're spreading them out. It'll be a happy ride back home to Jackson tonight. That was a flat-footed jumper. Well, if not a flat-footed jumper, it's just a flat-footed shot that didn't go. And overshooting it, trying to get that ice cream shot in. And on the inside, short on that one, but they go for the offensive board, and it is there for Mills Terry. (47-23). And USJ has been a joy to watch tonight because just at both ends of the floor, they've been outstanding. From the corner, the three is just a little bit short, and the rebound comes off to Cole Kirkland. Well, they just left him at home, and he couldn't get it. Oh, Wyatt Morris had a wide open look, and it just didn't fall. Sometimes I think players get a little bit shell-shocked when the ball gets in their hands that close, and nobody's around them, and he just couldn't make it drop. Bruins will not complain about that at all. And again, shaving some time off the clock. Bowling made a stab at trying a steal.
Bruins substitutions, number 11, Alex Wallace, and number 12.
Alex Wallace checks in.
Replacing Terry and Driver for the Vikings.
So they spread them out again. Landon Abernathy has checked into the game. And it was knocked away by the Vikings, so 5:17 remains. Wallace will toss it in. He's the sophomore. And it's good to see some of these younger players having an opportunity with this large lead tonight. And they tried to get a wide bounce pass inside to Wynn Crook, and it just was not there. That's turnover number 11, but I don't think they really care about that at this point because there is way short of enough time for this Fayette Academy team to make a comeback. And the way they've been playing defense, here you go. It's a 2-on-1 situation, taking it all the way, left-handed, and he's fouled. And Wynn will go to the line for another couple. That's the 18th turnover forced on the Vikings tonight.
Third personal, fourth team foul. Wynn Crook at the line for 2 shots.
So Crook's going in for 2. He's got 2 points tonight. Both of them have come from the free throw line. Got it short. And Jay Brady Orr comes in to replace Kirkland. And I don't know whether they're going to give him that one or not because he got into the lane. Yeah, you can't do that. Wynn tried to get across that free throw shooting line before the ball hit the cylinder, and so no go on that one. Here goes one, and Bowling's going to have to chase it back, and it goes out of bounds. And again, excellent defensive work at the opposite end by Abe Stonecipher. Not a turnover charged on that one, but excellent job. That's what you would call at least a rush if we had a category for that. Lady Bruins won it 56-43 tonight, leading wire to wire, and it was an outstanding effort across the board, led by 17 points from Halen Ayers. And there's a steal. I don't think they're going to catch Bowling. He's just too fast. That's only the 8th point off turnovers that has been given up by USJ tonight. There was an opening there for Houston Bradsfield, but he just could not see it. Got some folks right by me saying, go right on in and shoot it. And let's see who the foul is. No, it's not going to be. Grant Armour commits his 4th. Noah Spencer checks back in. And coming out is Brady Smith, and that's probably all we'll see of him tonight. 18 points. What an evening he's had. 5 3-pointers. And here's another steal. And he tries to go all the way down and almost got it to drop, but the rebound comes off to Wynn Crook. And traveling's called. Dragging the foot called on Abe. Well, let's see. They're going to bring it back down at the opposite end. Yeah, they're going to bring it in the corner right in front of the USJ bench. So everybody was called down at the opposite end. But as I say, it'll be a happy ride back to Jackson for the fans and for the team tonight, for both of these teams, because of doing an excellent performance. And here goes another steal. And here you go, lobbing it over in the corner. And they're going to have to bring it back out, but it was still an excellent job in transition, and taking it all the way inside and drawing the foul is Alex Wallace.
Fouls number 23, Wyatt Morris. First personal, 16th foul. At the line for the Bruins, number 11, Alex Wallace.
So Alex will go to the line to make this with a two-shot opportunity to try to make this a 24-point game. Short.
Bruin substitution number 3, J.G. Wilson. Replacing
J.G. Wilson comes in for the Bruins.
number 0, Miles Dawkins.
Miles Dawkins back in for Fayette Academy. And Alex has it iron unkind. It's been a kind of a rough night from the free throw line for the Bruins. That's about the only weak spot in their whole armor this evening, and almost stolen again, and he's going to have to go after that one quickly. And Bruins get yet another turnover. They'll play it underneath with 3:05 to go. That is the 20th turnover that they have forced tonight. So you can tell how they have been going after every loose ball, every one that seemingly was out of the range of anyone. Bowling is going to go, I think, a full 40 minutes in this one tonight. Actually 32. So we're under the 3-minute mark, and they're going back to the discipline. These young players, they run through it in practice every day, just like the starters do. And it's good to see them getting a lot of playing time. Bringing it back out, it's Noah Spencer. And drawing the foul is J.G. Wilson. Miles Dawkins commits his second, and this will be a two-shot opportunity. J.G. is a junior, and forced it just a bit. But this would give the Bruins a 23-point margin. This one's long been over. And got it to drop. And I got to hand it to Bowling. He has not quit, despite the fact this team has really in the second half fallen just hopelessly behind. And he goes back and nails another three. And almost knocked away, and was knocked away by Landon Abernathy. And coming in for USJ, Reed Finley, who was a freshman, Sawyer Hunley, a sophomore, and sophomore Logan Foster. So we've seen just about the whole bench emptied out. Getting down to the final 2 minutes of action. And he better pick that one up quickly. And they say it was an over and back violation, so 15th turnover for the Bruins. And you got to believe that Corbin Bowling is going to do everything he can to make this a bit more respectable than it has been. And there you go with a tripping situation.
Fouls number 22, Abe Stonecipher, first personal, 4th team foul.
Abe Stonecipher committing his first. And here's a steal. Reed Finley slows it up. And just off the mark. And it's going to be off of Finley's fingertips. But this has been as dominating a performance as you will see a USJ team deliver tonight. They did it from the get-go. It was a 13-6 lead in the first quarter, and then they rolled off a 10-0 run to make it 25-6 before, make it 23-6 before Fayette Academy got a 7-point run. And let's see, they are going to bring it back in over here on the side with 91 seconds remaining. But up 20. And Bruins have long since been able to put this one in the record book. He's got to hurry to get that one in, and finally does. Miller Melton. And finally, Bowling has gone to the bench, and the steal. And it was just not in the cards for him to go down all the way and make that a total transition basket. Look at that going up high, and it spun, but it didn't go through, but Logan Foster will have a couple.
Foul number 20, Miller Melton, first personal, 18 foul. Logan Foster at the line.
Miller Melton with the foul. And Foster connects. And they'll get to 50 if he gets this one. In and out. And the rebound comes off to Isaiah Akins. So they got a minute to try to get themselves to 30. He actually did not quite hit the over and back line, but he was on the edge of it. And look at this defense just continuing to swarm for the Bruins. And on the drive, the hook does not go. And here they go in transition, and down the stretch he goes. Reed Finney. So Reed with his first basket of the contest. And the only thing we don't know is what the final is going to be at this point. But Bruins are just playing nonstop defense here. Because with these younger players in the game, that's what Coach Jeff Jones wants them to do. They're down to 8 and a foul. Trying to get that steal was Abe Stonecipher. That's his second. Vikings have got 7.9 seconds to get a final shot off. And it looks like they're not. It looks like they're just going to let this one. No, he is actually going to take a drive. It doesn't go. So your final, USJ 51 and Fayette Academy 28 in a totally dominating performance from the get-go of this one. So let's take ourselves a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and wrap it up for you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here we are with our post-game show brought to you by Worthy Road Studios and our own Ballpark Blitz Sports Network. And let me give you the totals on this one tonight. Our scoring, Corbin Bowling, 13 points in the game for Fayette Academy, and after a real sluggish, great defense against him in the first half, holding him down to a single basket. He finally did what he's expected to do on a 19-point average. He ended up with 13. Zane Pike had 8, and so they had 21 of the 28 for the Vikings, but it was just simply not enough against this intense defense on the part of the Bruins, who were led, in fact, by Brady Smith with 18 points in the game, and Brady had 5 3-pointers. Just an outstanding evening he had. Mills Terry with 10, and he delivered 4 in the second half, 6 in the first half. And then the rest of it was divided across the board because we had 10 different Bruins that ended up scoring. Davis Sane contributed 6, 5 for Wallace Driver, 4 for Raleigh Seals, and then you had, looking down at some of the others, some of the younger ones that got in, J.G. Wilson with 1, Wincrook had a couple, and then looking down the board, Abe Stonecipher picked up, no, it was Owen Stonecipher that had 3, Davis Sane with 6, 2 for Reed Finney, and Logan Foster with 1. So 10 different Bruins got into the scoring during the course of the evening, and now I'll try to wrap you up on our percentages. And you had for USJ, they went 19 out of 31 on the evening. It was just a tremendous night from the floor. They worked for many, many patient shots on the evening, and that was a 62% night for the Bruins, one of the best nights they've had all season long. They out-rebounded Fayette Academy 15-13. And in free throws on the evening, well, you'd like to say it was better than it was, but it was just a tough evening because they just had a difficult time getting them to drop. They were 6 out of 18 from the free throw line for 33%. I know that they'll be working on that in practice in the coming week. In turnovers, the Bruins made 15, but they forced 22 turnovers on Fayette Academy. And for the Bruins, they ended up on the evening with 20 points off the mistakes of Fayette Academy. And with that huge 23-point victory, that's a big factor in that. Fayette Academy only picked up 8 points off turnovers at the opposite end. And you think about this across the board tonight, it was a total team effort, and you had so many, even the players that did not score but were in the game for a significant distance tonight, they just did everything possible that you could to make this one an outstanding 51-28 victory over Fayette Academy, and this is one where the defense was just huge across the board. The Lady Bruins also led wire to wire. They never could pull away to what one would call a comfort zone, but they won it 56-43, and it was a tremendous night all the way across the board as Halen Ayers led the way with 17 points in the game. She was extremely, all the way across the board in offense and defense, in just so many things, going after all of the loose ball. She was tremendous. 14 points for Ava Barham and 11 for Carly Hayes, and Carly did that playing a good portion of the fourth quarter with 4 fouls. So this is a good night if you're a Bruin fan. If you made it over here, it's going to be a happy drive home, and so we'll be back again next week with some more action from USJ. We hope you'll be with us, and so we're going to wrap it up right here by showing you who are our folks who made this game possible tonight. This game was produced and directed by Stephanie Janda, and the executive producer of Worthy Road Studios and the Ballpark Blitz Sports Network is Paul Schultze. And Paul was on our main game cam tonight, and your play-by-play announcer, Steve Beverly. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy wherever you happen to be. Stay as warm as you possibly can. And for those of you in Jackson, I'll see you on E+ TV6 tomorrow night on the 400th edition of Steve Beverly's TV Classics. So until we're with you next week, this is Steve Beverly saying on behalf of our entire crew, so long from Millington, Tennessee.